It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll get a look here at Davante Adams. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Falcons, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And last week walked in despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tua going to throw. Renfro and it's a fumble, and the Raiders pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Tua now on 1st down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tua. And complete to Drake London. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on the roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Got his man. It's London. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another first down.
Tua now on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. Who's trying to give it to Ridley? Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's third and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. He was inching up towards 200 yards receiving, couple of touchdowns, and I think he said it best at the end of the game. It was a pleasure to watch his performance, wasn't it?
Absolutely, because you and I both know none of those numbers came by accident. They were a result of him being in perfect sync with his quarterback, and boy, it was beautiful to watch.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other target's on open.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Goes right back to Smith again. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on third and 1. The Raiders at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. We'll get this up to about the 44. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner. And that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2nd and 5. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. That he's into the clear. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And caught by London. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, this from 37. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Tua. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, this from 34. Koo knocks this one through the post. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he stopped immediately there. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. 23 yards to pick up there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Back to throw again. That's Olave bringing in another one. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's complete to Adams. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Carlson is good, and the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for. How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man, it's London. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Tom Brady, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Seahawks in that ball game.
Kenneth Walker. A touchdown run in that first half. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was on the passing game. But to their credit, resulting in the great shot. I think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tua now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brewer. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Tua. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. That escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Tua's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Tua now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Tua going to run again. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Tua to throw again.
He's got his man, London, right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So out come the Raiders. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This one taken in by Olave.
The offense on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A 2-score game here. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, a magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll move him back within 6 now.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. A carry here for Hunt, and he'll get about 3 up past the 25. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Tua going to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down, fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's it. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And the Raiders have got him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Falcons send out their punter. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So the Raiders now down on the scoreboard. 1:50 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Able to connect with Jacobs. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. He's back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is... And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call. And it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Darius Slay with a pick. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on time.
And now here come the Raiders. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to let it fly. Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes a catch. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Of course, the game can end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possession.